So you have belly fat and you don't want to be Santa Claus, huh? You want to make sure that you figure out what the best way is to start working on that to get that down from inflammation and from, proper gut support and all that. Welcome to my station. If you're here for the first time, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. This is a wellness Zoom call. It's called Wellness Quest Live and we're filming this Sunday night. It'll air Monday on the station. Like I said, make sure you hit subscribe and the notification bell so you'll always know we're going to be on and when I go live on my Wellness Quest and everybody else's that's in here. Folks are welcome to email me with your contact information, full name, where you're from. Totally complimentary to join. They're always different, and we all have different schedules and different things going on around the world. So some are in here live, some are not, and that's really okay. So I'm going to speak to everybody today, and I've been talking about this on my walks about belly fat and some of the things we can do to mix that up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up to everybody in the challenge that is either on the challenge. It's a 9-week complimentary challenge that we keep each other accountable and we share many things, right? And it keeps us all motivating. None of us here on this call today are doctors. We're not making any claims. We're just trying to improve ourselves. But we do work with doctors who a lot of our natural paths and give us some great information. Okay. And we like to always cross our T's and dot our I's and look for information and discover things just to be healthier each and every day and make better choices. So for me personally, I definitely have some belly fat, and it got a little worse after the loss of my mom, which is my cortisol levels that were pretty high. I did get diagnosed with a fatty liver, and this has been on a topic. I was chatting with a friend of mine that's on here, Walter, who's visiting about fatty liver, and I've talked about this before. So I just wanted to share that with people, but there's different things on, belly fat or visceral fat, okay, but usually it's from a fatty liver. So, with that said, one of the formulas to deal with, of course, we're always talking about our high impact ginger, turmeric, and muscadine. That doesn't change. I'm going to share with you why. Because during the Industrial Revolution, they started feeding the cows grains. Cows should always eat grass or hay. That's why you see grass fed everywhere. So make sure you understand that. It's not a new thing, it's something that should always have happened. Then in the 90s, they introduced these things called GMOs, and then you saw people over and over getting gluten allergies. Before that, you never saw a gluten-free menu. You didn't hear about that because it didn't exist. And people got sicker and sicker. Just to back up what I'm sharing, what I've learned, this is from the sources of pubmed.gov, the website. If you go to pubmed.gov and you punch in every single disease, from 1990 till 2026, you will see an increase, okay, in them. So just do your own due diligence and understand that. I'm just going to mute you. Sorry. So with that said, again, it's called crossing your T's, dotting your I's, and educating yourself about what is going on, right? And how you can track your progress as we're all doing and become more aware of your daily choices that you make and the daily things that you're working on with your wellness journey. I do believe going back to the ginger, and this is not any ginger, high impact ginger, turmeric, and muscadine that was lab tested not once, but twice independently. Understand that, okay? It's like no other. We have had people that had stage 4 cancer that put it at bay. We've had people, I'm not making claims, I'm telling you what's happened. People that were bone on bone, okay, where they've actually reversed that. Okay, many different things just from that alone. So for me, after having a life-changing experience of vomiting blood, taking Advil, going through me in 2 different ways, being hospitalized, almost dying, okay, I'm sorry, but I definitely am a believer because I was on Nexium after that for 10 years and I'm off of it due to this, okay? There's many things on the market, lab-made things. I'm not saying they're good, bad, or indifferent. I just personally choose not to have something lab-made. I choose the most natural way of dealing with it. And as we go through hard tissue, soft tissue, sugar and digestion in our wellness quest tracking, we start to learn how the body works better. That was designed by 500 naturopaths, and it's a great way to track what is going on, okay? And using that resource of pubmed.gov. So, to refresh you about my story, I, over COVID lockdown, was a caretaker of my mom. She had dementia. She was very panicked all the time. She wanted me to do everything with her. And I had been doing keto pretty seriously before that. During that time, her anxiety and patience was wearing out. We'd go out to eat. She'd be screaming. I would cook. She'd be screaming. So sometimes I had to do some shortcuts. Okay. And unfortunately, she wanted me to eat with her what she was eating. I did feed her keto. I did the best I can do. I believe I helped her a lot to stay alive a lot longer. I gave her a lot of ginger, turmeric, muscadine, which helped the brain, but she wanted sugar, which activated the brain in a different way. As a result of that and having cortisol levels high, I believe that's how I developed I have a hilar hernia too, my fatty liver, that I went to a general doctor and went to a naturopath and didn't tell him anything about that. He discovered it. I just wanted to make sure that I really knew and he knew what was going on with me. So the fatty liver thing that Walter brought back to my attention, thank you, Walter, and I did some research on, is we're all trying to be healthier. We all have weight to lose as well. It all stems from, tough fat. Some people are skinny on the outside and they're fat on the inside, called skinny fat. Okay. And whether or not you have a fatty liver or not, this still relates to you to get rid of that stubborn belly fat. Of course, I've been on a walking quest, right? And last fall, we had a wellness quest with this app called the Step Up app that really motivated me personally to do 10,000 steps that I really wanted to do for a long time, after watching YouTube over and over again, hearing all the benefits as to what that does if you're consistent with it. It takes about an hour and a half to get that in. I highly recommend it as a goal if you can do that. It makes a big difference. Because just losing 10% of your body fat really helps a fatty liver immensely. You can look that fact up. With that said, the high impact ginger, taking a lot of it, okay, and tracking it 6 to 9 capsules a day, okay, with the turmeric and the muscadine seed oil before every meal, does break that heavy municipal fat down, okay? Sometimes, as I shared with you in the past, we have to mix things up, like make a ginger or turmeric milk tea where you heat it up, not for a long time, because remember, our ginger and turmeric is high impact because they cooked it at a low heat, which keeps the nutrition in and makes it more powerful than most stuff on the market. You can open up the capsules and eat it. It's food. I'm not trying to sell to you. I'm just giving you what I know works and what's worked for me after almost dying and getting off a medication and trying to heal my gut. It's an ongoing thing. Everybody on here who's listening and who's in here needs to heal their gut. Why? Because what I shared, we've all eaten food from cows that were not grass fed. We've all eaten foods that have GMOs in it. We've all taken medications that are poisons that might help one thing, but they cause another issue. We've all taken vaccinations in the past that might do one good thing but cause another issue. The only way to work with that and try to do it the most natural way is high impact ginger, turmeric, and muscadine that we've discovered. And don't believe me, look at the lab testing they've done independently twice. Okay. I'm just telling you my story, and I want to relate to you guys as well. So, going back to the fatty liver, speaking about doing those things, okay, we want choline in our system, okay, in addition to the ginger and the turmeric. Turmeric's amazing for liver, and the muscadine, okay, and choline, you can buy it as well. We don't have it, but I buy some. I show this to Walter today on Amazon, okay, but one of the best sources of choline is in eggs, okay? So I'm getting ready to do an egg diet, if you will, but you usually need about 4 eggs a day to make that happen. And the best way and source to keep it correct is soft boiled or poached. when you cook it to make egg salad, which I do love, it loses that. It loses some vitamin D as well, other things is what I understand. Okay. So I just ordered on Amazon a silicone egg cooker. Again, can I cook the eggs in a pot? Yes. But they might crack. So I'm going to use some tools that make things easier for me, and I want to share that with you as well. I won't have that for a few weeks, probably the end of this month, but I want to prepare for this egg diet and cleanse, if you will, of hitting the fatty liver. So today I made the decision, as some of you guys saw on YouTube, I'm live every day walking, that I was going to do my 5 miles and track it. I did the 5 miles. It's in. Okay. I hope this inspires you to do the same thing. Whether or not you have a fatty liver or not, but you want to be healthy, there's so many benefits to walking alone. But as far as the fatty liver is concerned, if you can relate to having a fatty liver, please put a comment down below once it's on YouTube. Love to hear your story and what you're working on. But the choline, like the magical part, like I said, is in 4 eggs a day. And you can look up many things about this and look at the case studies and stuff like that. And of course, you want to have the best kind of eggs that are cage free and organic and all that. You want to look at the labels and try to get it from the most natural process, because it makes that choline stronger and makes you to have better results. Some of the other benefits to that, if you're doing keto or paleo like I am, sometimes people get worried about muscle loss, right? Going on and off. Well, eggs help you with muscles. Okay. Of course, you want to work out, but they also help you with your eyes. Okay. For eyesight, essential fatty acids. Okay. Which are really important. And you get that by having the poached or the soft boiled where the eggs are loose. Okay. That's the yellow part's loose. That's the key. The other thing that it helps with is, okay, yeah, I said eyes and the essential fatty. Oh, I said that. So it's amazing. But the other things with, in terms of omegas that help you with different things, the muscadine seed oil that I mentioned that helps with weight loss and helps with blood flow and helps with the gut and helps with the municipal fat, also helps with that as well, along with a couple things that we offer as well that will help you, which is our Galaxy and our greens. So they really, really do help with that if you need more essential fatty acids. But as far as the liver is concerned, this is going to be magical. So if you're on the challenge and or you're watching this and you want to do, let's say, a liver, I don't want to say quest within the quest, let's do it. Let's motivate each other to do that and work on this stubborn fat, this belly fat, and let's do that together. It's amazing. And I know that I've read, I don't know the facts on this, but I read and I heard they say that it's the same, and I got to double check this, they're the same ingredient naturally like Ozempic has. I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of amazing as well. So kind of some good information. Again, I don't know that fact. I just heard that and read that. And I do want to double check that, but I heard it from several people. One last thing that we do offer as well, we have a really unique patch that's a peptide that also works for municipal fat and helps the liver. That works amazingly as well. If you want any more information about that, please send me a message, or the person that you know that's listening to this, if they're on here, send them a message and we'll be happy to help you and get you on track. But what you can do is walk. What you can do is do the egg diet, and let's just get everything absorbed better with the nutrition and all the damage that's already been done on our gut. And like I said, high impact ginger, turmeric, and muscadine. So with that said, we are on a challenge here. It is an accountability call, and I have some folks here from around the world who are in here, and you can join too anytime. This is a 9-week quest. It is complimentary. Everybody's working on different things and sharing things, and we keep it positive and moving based upon what it is. Everybody says just a word, or they're visiting. What are you working on? Do you have a question? And we keep it moving so we're accountable. Okay. It's not a place to make claims. We're not doctors. It's not a place to, take over whatever it is, but we just want to share things and keep everybody motivated. So let me unpin myself and say hi to everybody that's on this call. I know some people cannot be, like Jan, she's working right now, and people come and go. And that's the beautiful thing about this. So that's why this will film tomorrow, probably at 11 o'clock in the morning. East Coast time, and you guys can hear this and see what everybody's working on. So Walter's visiting. He's a good friend of mine. He's in Texas, and we chatted about the fatty liver. He kind of motivated me with this topic today. And Walter, welcome to the call. Did you have anything you wanted to add in or any questions or share what you've been working on with your wellness quest?
Yeah, I just been studying the spleen, which produces a natural GLP-1
Hmm.
to uh, break down the fats in your liver,
Yeah.
and that then GLP-1 is what is in Ozempic,
Yeah.
and I would they keep on saying I keep on hearing this stuff about that there's a parasite, some worms that are eating the GLP-1 out of your from your spleen,
Yeah.
and I don't know how true that is.
It could
So
be.
so maybe you know uh I don't notice anything like that, but you know
Everybody has parasites, so that's very, very possible, and and it's true. And they also list parasites at times like cancer, right? As we know, it's not, but there's ways of treating that. And again, doing keto where there's no sugar, they don't get hungry. Okay. And remember that we always mistake in this, big time, that there's more sugar in bread, rice, and pasta than there is in a Snickers bar. So even though, let's say, we're staying away from sugar and natural sugar, it might not be the case. So you got to look at that. But there are parasite cleanses that we can do, and the ginger and turmeric help, the silver help, right? And then you could do things, like the Fenben. I know a lot of people with cancer do that and eliminate some of that stuff. And I know some of these things get, sort of controversial, but it's all coming out now that people understand that these things are actually working and that we want to cleanse things out. So you're right. It's a very good possibility on that. And there's nothing wrong with doing any kind of parasite cleanse. And there's different kinds of parasites as well, unfortunately, and they need different things. So there's that aspect as well.
thanks.
Yeah, but thank you for saying about the Ozempic. That's what I've been hearing too, and I'm hearing that this choline, which I know I share with you, is the main ingredient that we need to offset the fatty liver. That's what I understand, and they say that's like Ozempic. So that might be what our body doesn't have enough of, and that's what I believe is what I understand, and that's with the eggs and with taking the supplement of that. I think it'll help, but only if you're taking the high impact ginger and turmeric because you want it to absorb. Our bodies are not absorbing things because of the gut, and we got to clean that gut out and get the inflammation down so it works. And that's always key on that, right? And also the blood flow, right? So that wherever we're going to, that actually starts working. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm just getting a call here. I got to send them a message. Perfect. Somebody's calling me about the stacks. We got a lot going on. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. Was there anything else you want to say, Walter?
No, that's it. Oh,
Okay.
I enjoy walking a lot.
Yeah.
So, you know, I walked today, and it's one of my hobbies.
That's good, Walter. And you look good. You look good. I can in your face, so that's good. You can tell how people. I think when we're starting to our wellness quest, our color and all that, you got to look at that. And I think that that's a start of things. You know, what I'm saying when we're really making an effort, I can see that on myself. You know, what I'm saying, and like they say, you are what you eat, and it reflects on everything, right? I think that's true. Awesome. Did I answer everything, Walter? We talk about everything.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I was going to mute you. Michelle's visiting. She's from, well, originally from Boston. She's in Western Mass now. Did you have any questions, Michelle, or you want to say hi or anything you want to say?
Yeah, I'll say hi. I actually just got home from volunteering
Oh yeah,
from feeding the poor and the hungry and the homeless.
very nice.
So
That's very.
I really enjoyed that. That's why I couldn't get on right away.
Oh, that's fine. I'm
I,
glad you're here, though. That's really nice, Michelle.
yeah, and yeah, I enjoy listening to what people have to say. And especially about the walking. That's really inspiring. I've been really excited, Steve, to watch you walking.
Oh, thank you.
And I know I don't always watch the whole thing, but I do watch it when I can.
Sure.
And yeah, but this is really good for me to hear because, I'm trying to lose weight and eat the right food. So it's a good thing.
Sure, sure.
Now,
And
listening to what works for other people is probably a good thing for me to listen to.
exactly. And Michelle's visiting, and so isn't Walter. But we appreciate that's what the whole wellness quest is. Whatever level you want to get involved, visit and or come, just check in the YouTube. So I'm glad that if that helps you, inspires you, Michelle, that's amazing. You know, I'm remembering was I'm always doing more research too, or reminders up for myself, because I'm human too, right? We all need reminders and we all need each other, right? To keep everything going, right? That's why I love being able to chat with you guys one on one and going live on YouTube, as it makes me accountable and like there's an audience, right? And people listening, which is great. But one of the things I was looking at recently, you're just making me remember to share this, and I hope this is helpful. So a few things, walking uphill is sometimes really good because it moves other parts of your body with the legs, right? And I'm looking at doing that. So just the track, like going to other places and changing the atmosphere up, which I think will be good for me and anybody else. And another thing they say is if you put some sort of weights on, right? I know right now it's too hot to wear a vest or anything here in Boston. I don't feel like doing that at all. But if you kind of trick your body that you have more weight, it starts burning more a little bit, fat. And that's another little trick as well. So a couple little things that I thought were interesting. And of course, they always say after you eat a meal, when they always say it is true to take a walk after you eat, it really is, because it really does help the digestive system and just little things to keep in mind, to be aware of, right? And if it can help you, great. And I love to hear those results. So awesome, awesome. I hope that was helpful, extra information. So great. Anything else, Michelle, you want to share?
Um, yeah, so I've been really trying to be really good about my diet. I'm not perfect, just like everybody,
Sure. Of course.
says. But the thing about it is I've been walking like almost 100,000 steps a week,
Oh, wow. Great.
and I'm going to Weight Watchers, and I'm really struggling with my weight. I've lost 65 pounds, but then I gained some back,
Congratulations.
so I lost probably 59 now. But the thing about it is it's just not easy. And I just warn people that you got to keep working on everything and not give up because
Yeah.
every little thing you can do for yourself is really something you should try and take credit for because it'll inspire you to do better. And that's what I'm going through now.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I do eat a lot of eggs, so that's a good thing.
That is good. It goes back to shaking your system up, though, in the ginger, turmeric, and muscadine, right? And because all the things that has happened to us, what they've done to our food through the years, has messed us up. That's why the diets don't work like they used to as well. So that's why I want to do the egg diet, in a sense, because well, I need the choline from my fatty liver, but that's going to shake my system up, right? Or let's say we intermediate fast, just some ideas, but we're all different, Michelle, and I can sit down with you on the phone one on one. And or it could be that change something totally. I know that when I did this years ago, it worked well, although it's not exactly keto, because you eat potato in it afterwards, is that cabbage soup diet, different things just to shake the system up. But I'm a fan of the egg diet, and I'm a fan of intermediate fasting, and I'm a fan of the keto shake diet as well, because I've seen what it does. But again, if your body's not absorbing things from things, we have to work on that as well. But, just shake the system up, change it up a little bit. And I think that's the magical thing. But we can talk about that if you like anytime.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to Steve anyway. So
Of course.
I'm expecting a call from my counselor, so I might have to get off.
Yeah, no problem.
But just letting you know.
Of
So
course. Of course. No problem, Michelle. We'll talk. I'm just going to mute you.
all right.
Thanks for sharing. Okay, Lucy is new to the challenge, and I'm just going to ask to unmute you, Lucy. And I know that you were a guest last month. I'm so happy you're on the challenge. Lucy is from Boston, and I've known her for many years. And did you have any questions, Lucy, or anything that you're working on that you want to share?
I wanted to ask you, I've heard that people can put weights on their arms or at their ankles.
Yeah.
But how do you know if you add the weight to your ankles if it won't hurt your ankles? So what's like,
Yeah. I
you
think
know what I mean?
I don't know that answer. Okay. I'm not a doctor, right?
Right,
And I'm not a chiropractor or anything like that. Okay. But I've heard that, but I also think the best way is what I'm understanding, depending on your back, is around the waist. Okay. Is what I'm understanding and what I research. But again, I'm just researching it as well. I haven't done it.
right,
Okay. And right now it's too hot for me to wear anything else around my waist. I ain't doing it. Okay. With this,
right, right,
but if I want to speed things up in the fall, I might, and I might try it out. And again, if you have back issues and all that, I wouldn't do that right now, Lucy. Later
right,
on. Right now, just start walking a little bit, right? And just take things, slow. And whatever, my goal is not your goal, right?
right,
We all have to start someplace and then get better at it and just be consistent with whatever you choose to do. They do say from my research, again, what I've done on the 10,000 steps, that's the magic number to get to per day. They do say that. And you can feel it when you do. You really can feel it. I can feel it, right? And that's where the Step Up app comes in or whatever it is you want to track. But just move a little bit, like do a mile or two a day. Start with that and see how you do. The weights down the line, you know what I'm saying? I would say. But, I'm definitely I just want to work on my hard fat and I like to plan for the future, like the egg thing. When I ate eggs today, right? But it was egg salad. In terms of the soft-boiled eggs, I just ordered that thing. Again, can I make them now? Of course I can, but I want to plan for it, so I'm easing into it. So one thing at a time. So today, as you probably saw my live, my decision was I'm going to really track 5 miles. And before I was like still watching it, walking, but not necessarily 5 miles. I did do that, and I want to ease that into 10. That's my goal. Okay, so I hope that inspires you to think about that. And I can talk to you about that too. I know you're really busy with working a lot and taking care of your family and your husband and all that. So, but if you can do a couple miles a day, so you can fit that in and then track it and then go from there and see how you can fit it in. I think that'll be a good start. And get on the ginger, turmeric, and muscadine. I think it'll do you wonders, as I told you before.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
you were going to do. So,
yeah. Okay.
so any other questions? Okay, awesome. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, thank
Half the
you.
success is showing up, you guys. It really is. I'm just going to mute you, Lucy. And Joanne's all the way in Hawaii. I'm just going to ask to unmute you, Joanne. Joanne,
Hi,
how are you
aloha,
doing?
everybody. I'm doing
Aloha.
fine. I'm doing great. I have been trying to be more consistent with the walking.
Yeah,
Um, it, I don't always go the 45 minutes down to the track or anything like that.
that's okay.
Now that it's summertime and it is warmer, but I
Yeah,
was considering doing it in the mall and or even walking around my yard if
definitely.
because just to go down the hill takes a while um, to do that. So I totally believe in the consistency of whatever we're doing. But
Yeah,
one thing I wanted to say is when I do walk, my blood pressure lowers. It's funny. I would have thought it would have increased because of the momentum of the walking,
yeah,
but it tends to lower everything. And I'm like, that was very interesting. As
that is interesting.
I do monitor myself and before
Yeah,
and after, and it's like, okay, I can do this.
yeah,
um, my goal is to be off of everything on the med side,
yeah,
and just the the ginger and turmeric and muscadine are a tremendous
yes,
plus for me because I did suffer from, I say did because
yeah.
it's true, from lower back pain.
Mm-hmm.
And over 10 years, I
You couldn't walk,
lived,
right?
pardon me?
Is I forget. You couldn't walk, was it?
Oh, it was very difficult to even get up and down from a chair or anything. Um, and where my office was up a flight of stairs, and it was very difficult. And you don't know that people are really watching you until I didn't need to hold on to the rails after I started
Right.
on the um, ginger and turmeric and muscadine.
Yeah. The
It just
inflammation is what it was, Joanne. Inflammation.
isn't that the truth? And
Yeah.
but I also found that it's where it's from. Here in Hawaii, a
Yeah.
lot of people grow, and maybe where everybody else is at also, they do grow ginger and turmeric
Yeah. I know
everywhere.
that. I know you grow a lot in Hawaii. That's a good point.
Everywhere.
Tell them about
There's a
that.
there's a lot grown here. But
Yeah.
in Hawaii, we also use a lot of pesticides on our soil.
Ah,
And so unless they're growing it in a pot, or
the
off the
soil.
ground, um, it's not really pure. And you
Yeah.
probably, and I'm thinking that's why it didn't work for me in the past
Right.
before I started on our products. Yeah.
Right.
And um, so it's the high impact, and I do call it that,
Yeah.
because it has made a total difference in my life. And I'm happy to say I feel better than I ever did in the last 20 years. So
That's great.
I'm happy that,
Yeah, you look good, Joanne.
oh, thank you.
No, and oh, you're welcome. And thank you for saying that because you just reminded me too. So the Juva ginger and turmeric does come from India, okay, which most of it does, but it's from an organic farm that's been certified, okay? And like I said, Grant Pace is a product I would say stickler. And he doesn't trust anybody, so he does his own research and then he lab tests it not once but twice independently. Nobody lab tests anything twice. They do it once and but again the results show on how we are doing with all our testimonies, the ones that are taking it and taking it on a regular basis and taking enough of it. And Joanne, you're definitely one of those people. I mean, you look great and you're doing great, so good stuff.
Can I say one more thing,
Of
Steve?
course you can.
I've never dyed my hair,
Yeah.
and I noticed that even around the edges, it's um, it's just gotten more consistently brown, which is fine,
Reversing. Yeah.
for my age. I mean,
Yeah, that does happen.
you know, it's just interesting for the
Yeah.
skin. And so I do like the combination of the products for
Yes.
different reasons.
Yes. Very, very, very good stuff. Usually, Joanne, if you remember this from the Blake teaching too, and just like the bone on bone, you would normally have to take, let's say, magnesium, but a lot of people had the result just with the ginger and turmeric where it regrew. Same with the gray hair. We talk about that in what they call soft tissue, right, area. It's getting the inflammation down. Otherwise, a lot of times when people take what is it, selenium, that'll reverse gray hair. But the thing is, and these are all facts, guys, with nutrition. At the end of the day, our mentor taught us this. If the body has the right nutrition, it'll heal itself. That's how God made it, right? However, with the bad things in the past of the bad food, and the non-GMO, the non-grass fed, the medications that are poisons, vaccine, whatever it is, your body needs that ginger and turmeric like no other because it's going to absorb, it's going to heal it, it's going to help reverse things, get inflammation down, get blood flow going, and it's also going to repair the damage and it's going to boost your immune system on top of it. Talk about a win-win. So that's why, thank you, Joanne. It's essential, you know what I'm saying, as you already
Yes.
know. So thank you for that.
And also, I had a thought.
Sure.
Um, I'm I'm from the generation from the 50s
Yeah.
where um, everything was we should be eating things that say low fat, no fat, um, margarine instead of butter. And now I totally appreciate the fact that um,
Real
it's
butter.
all coming out now that it needs to be opposite. You know, we need to be eating the real butter. We need to be eating the eggs. Because they used to say, don't eat the yellow of the
Don't eat the
egg.
yellow, eat the white.
Don't
That's
eat,
the wrong
that's
thing. The
right.
yellow is the best part for
Yes. And so, you know, it's a mind changing, and we have to really study and listen.
Yeah.
And I totally appreciate this new era of wellness that we're
Yeah.
going through. And
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah, no, thank you for sharing. As we all know, our health is our wealth, right, Joanne? That's it.
Yes.
So
Thank you,
for
everyone.
sharing that. That's great. I'm just gonna mute you. And
Mm-hmm.
then Donna is on her second quest. She's here in Boston. I just asked her to unmute you, Donna. And let me do it again. Oh, there you go. How you doing, Donna?
Games.
Oh, are you there, Donna?
Yes, I am. It's like
How's everything going so far on the challenge? And did you have any questions?
look on Facebook Market.
Everything's going good. I started the walking more this challenge.
Oh, good, good. How's that going for you?
Good. I got the step up app.
Perfect.
I've been doing like 6,000 kilometers a day, 6,000 steps a day.
Excellent. Excellent. Good, good. Did you have any questions on anything?
No, not right now.
Okay. Awesome. I know Walter helped her at the Bling Bling Jam, the balloon convention with the emitter, and she'll be getting an emitter shortly, which is great. And we're going to get you on these other ginger and turmeric and muscadine, Donna. Get your results in, which is great. Okay. Ingrid, I don't think I can unmute you because I had to mute you because of your cell phone. I clicked on unmute. If you click on it, you can. And I think I might have lost some. Oh no. I don't know if this is Blanca 619, but I'm asked to unmute you. I don't know who it is. Clicked on unmute. And let me do it again. I think it's Blanca. Just click on unmute. And while I'm waiting, oh, there we go. Is that you, Blanca?
No, it's me. It's Louis.
Oh, hey, Louise. Sorry, I didn't recognize the number. I knew it was a California number. I thought it was Blanca.
Yeah.
But great. Luis is here on his first challenge. He's in the quest, and glad you're here. And we haven't met yet, but he's a balloon guy that, well, it's going to be a balloon guy, and he watched my wellness and wanted to join it. So, how is everything going so far on the quest, and what questions do you have?
I think it's going okay. I've been walking more than I have been, and even just like standing up at work because I work in security and like and I just figured like non-exercise you know, thermal exercise, whatever they call it, like not just, you know, just doing intense exercise
Sure.
is good. It's very good, but you know, it can be, you know, like it can you know, like it's, you can only do so much of it, you know, and
Yes.
and low intensity exercise, especially is what I'm trying to say, like such as walking or other types of things, even if it's just standing around rather than sitting in a you know, work like setting where I work, is very beneficial, you know, especially when you do it a lot, you know, just good if not better than intense exercise. And anyways, I was gonna say, you were talking about choline earlier. I have supplements. I have choline supplements at home.
Oh, excellent.
And, but yeah, I'm very. I also have, you know, turmeric supplements, even like fermented. But I am very curious about, you know, muscadine and ginger and turmeric stuff that you're talking about.
Amazing, amazing stuff. You won't believe the results when you get it in your system and you're consistent with it and take enough. So many great things. Every single time I didn't take it for a couple of days, I get sick. Otherwise, I don't get sick ever. So it's amazing. Great. Well, any other questions about the quest? I'm so excited that you decided to join it, like I said. And was there everything else is going okay? You check in okay, or do you have need any help with anything like that?
It was a little bit for some reason like a little difficult at the beginning, but I got in and
perfect.
I can't see anybody on here this time, but it's okay. I just hear your voice.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. No, that's cool. I'm glad you're here and all good stuff. And like I said, this is being taped. So this will load to the YouTube station. Everybody's not on here either. There's a couple, saying, but you can rewatch this tomorrow, okay? And it'll be live on the YouTube station, which I know you're on.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, keep up the good work.
Great. Thank you.
Sure. I'm just going to mute you. And then Steve's in Delaware. I'm just going to ask to unmute you, Steve. And there you go. How you doing, Steve?
Okay.
Good. Tell us what questions you have and or what you're working on, or if you want to share something.
No, I was just trying to. I was running a little late, so I want to
That's
try
okay.
to get on here tonight. So
Understood.
wanted to watch the for the new quest because I've been on a couple of the other challenges, so I
Yes.
wanted to get on here. So
Yes, you're always on them. And that's another thing I tell people. It's an ongoing process. You get better each different challenge. And we meet people where they're at, Steve, as you know, and everybody watching this. So sometimes people are at work, or they can't make it on. They're coming and going. It's made for busy people. I know, like, I think Michelle left, but she goes to Weight Watchers, and I did that with her many years ago, and it was great. The problem is I don't have time for that now. A lot of people don't. And it's so great with this challenge that we can kind of like as we're taping it, we can, hit it as we need it. But I'm glad you're here live too, as it makes a difference when people are here live. But we meet people wherever they're at, if they're visiting or whatever it is. So that's good. And I always tell people this, and Steve, you can attest to this, I think either we're in it or we're not. And by being in it, I know Lucy, I was helping her to sign in for the challenge. And I was telling her just this habit, it sounds silly. And I think Lewis, you can relate to this too. And Donna, was you all kind of knew, is when you make that habit of, checking in each week, it makes you aware of those questions. And it might be like you're in halfway at the first time, and then you get more into it and you become more aware subconsciously, and you become more accountable to yourself and to everybody. So it's great, but it's definitely made for busy people. So sorry, that was a mouthful, Steve. Anyway, so you're fine. So how's everything going for you so far? And did you have any other questions?
no, like I said, I'm trying to work with the trying to take some of the other supplements. So
Sure.
I've been staying on. I take my Galaxy and stuff. So
yeah, good. Essential fatty acids in that and repair. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look for that. I have that. Um, consistently have that. So I'm trying some of the other products. So
very good. Very good. Well, let me know if you have any more questions. I know we spoke earlier today, and great stuff. And everybody's checking in okay, and let's keep that going. And what else can I say? Oh, sorry, Steve. Was there anything else I wanted to have you say? Is there anything else you want to share?
No, I just like I said, I'm just trying to get back into swing of things because have a lot going on. So
sure. Yeah. And you are, and your health is everything, no matter what we got going on. As I keep saying, our health is our wealth. So we just by being here, that half of success is showing up. So you showed up, Steve. So hands off to you, and all you guys did as well, and whoever's watching this as well. So that's great. Awesome. I'm just going to mute you.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Well, this is great, everybody. I'm just going to pin myself for a minute. I think I pinned Joanne by accident. And let me do this. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for being here and watching this. I hope that this was helpful. As you see, there's all different people working on their wellness quest and making the accountability and being a team player to their own wellness success by taking that seriously and to each other and sharing. And I so appreciate that. And everybody else that is watching this is welcome to join as well. It's complimentary. As far as each and every day, as a group, we message each other on Facebook, and it's meant to be a positive thing. So if you're busy, like many people are, whether you can watch the replay of this or not, or be in here or whatever, each day when I leave a comment or something in there, just put a thumbs up, and that gives you at least, and that gives you enough, to check off that you were engaging in the chat, which is important. And remember, we're just trying to be accountable to each other and be positive and keep it here, okay, in terms of the Zooms and in terms of our chat and on Facebook. And again, thanks so much, everybody. Let's keep the hammer down and everyone's doing great. And again, we'll see what next week's sort of discussion will be. If there's something you guys want to work on, let me know. And anybody that would like to do a complimentary wellness survey, send me a message with your full email and your name, wherever you're from. Be happy to pass the baton on from what helped me to track and make sure you're keeping track of everything on your wellness journey. But no matter what you do, it's all a mindset, and half of success is showing up. And let's get you on that high impact ginger, turmeric, and muscadine. With that said, you guys have a good night. Over and out, and we'll see you guys soon. Great job, everybody. Thanks for sharing.